What's going on, Mystics fans? Megan McPeak here. I am happy to be joined by the 2019 Finals MVP, Emma Meesseman, for a Capital One edition of Ask Me Anything. Emma, we know you are down in Florida right now. How is, as it's now been dubbed, the Wubble life going?
It's still a weird name. It's good. We're pretty used to the life here right now. We know how everything goes. We have a routine with all the practices. And we're just looking forward to start the season. Like we can like build up the intensity of practices a little bit, but it's still not the feeling of the game, the feeling that we really miss. So we look forward to that, and that's it. We're just having fun too. You get to know your teammates a little bit different by living with them, and up till now, like, it's really cool.
Yeah, fans have been able to see you, Maisha Hines-Allen, and Ariel Atkins get in some fun trouble and some goofiness, especially when lizards are involved, if I'm not correct.
They are so scared of lizards. Well, since day one, we saw the lizard already, and then he just was gone for a while. And every now and then he just came in the kitchen or something. So we just tried to catch it already once. The one we showed on Twitter was the second time. But they are so scary. They were just standing on tables, sitting on the counter, and let me catch it. Everyone was good. She tried to help me a little bit by building this little way out, but the lizard didn't really get it.
Awesome. So we've got some fan questions for you. They submitted them, and I'm going to try and get to as many as possible with you. So the first one that I have for you, after coming off of a WNBA championship, we all know you have a different roster in the bubble right now in Florida. What are your expectations for yourself and the team for this unconventional season?
It's still hard to say what to expect from this season. We're still like building up chemistry. We're still learning how to play together. We have some scrimmages now, and we know that we will have to keep growing during the season. I can't say we're really ready like we were last year for the first game. So it's really going to be a process throughout the whole season. But I hope we'll get there fast. As for myself, I know I will have to step it up a little bit, take more responsibility, and it's going to be a different style for me this year, I think. But it's hard to say exactly like how different, what I'm going to do exactly, because we're still not there yet. It's a new team, basically. Yeah.
That's awesome, and it'll be fun for us to watch how you guys handle this and how everyone essentially
Exactly.
all 12 teams.
Yeah,
this
it's not
this
just
is different.
There's a couple of teams that really are different this year. Some are pretty much the same, so they are a little step ahead of us or mixed up. I don't know. But it's good that we're not the only team in this situation, so we can see how everybody else will handle it too.
Right. In your in developing your game specifically, what have been some challenges for you?
Like for this season or throughout my whole career?
Throughout your whole career.
Well, the main thing for me that is better right now, it was that when I miss a shot, I don't want to take the next one. And like the Mystics really helped me through that, I think. You just have to keep shooting and be confident in yourself. Confidence is just a big thing that grew here in America. And it's just, basketball is a physical game, and I'm somebody that does not really like physicality that much, but I learned how to get through it. You just have to be physical as well, and maybe be the first one to be physical so the others won't like beat you up that hard. But the main thing is just, it's a mental game too. It's sometimes a mental fight with yourself throughout the whole game or season. Sometimes when it's hard, you just have to keep trying and rely on your teammates to help you. So I think that's a big thing I learned.
That's awesome. The next one that we have for you, if fans don't know, you love to draw. What is one of your favorite things to draw?
I like to draw like faces that really have a lot of character. I don't know.
Characteristics?
Yes, that. Well, like old people with a lot of wrinkles, or
Yes.
like I don't know. I like that. Just missing teeth and like a face that tells a story that people have lived through something. Or I like limes a lot too. Like those two
Awesome.
are my favorite stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So I now have an artist to draw me a lion when I have my own place to get it to have a piece of art. I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm I'm gonna hit you up about
Okay. Cool.
that. Okay, so next up, the next question that we have for you. Athletes are, you're creatures of habit. Do you have any pre-game rituals that you always do?
um, it's just routine. It's not like a ritual. I just try to stay calm, do the same shooting kind of stuff. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna um, be home, get some good rest. But it's not like I have to wear the same underwear. I have to do everything in that order. So it's not like that. Um, it's just more routine kind of stuff. Like first that, but not like a freak.
So then would you say you also don't have any superstitions?
Mm, no, not really. I prefer not to like. I don't know if that's superstition. I just don't want to be on my phone or social media or be online because
Hmm.
I feel like I feel like that distracts me. So it just happens like if I answer a message that's like not a good game. So I'm like, is that because of that or not? But I prefer not to believe that's being superstitious because I don't want to be stuck in like um, I don't want to be one of those people that has to do the same every single time because that would be so tiring. I don't want that.
That's very true. That is very true. So if people are still new to getting to know you, you grew up in Belgium, you're from Belgium. Um, if there was a player, whether it was someone in Belgium or anywhere else in the world, was there someone that you modeled your game after growing up?
No, because when I was growing up, I was never watching basketball. I was not watching NBA, WNBA because it was during the night. The only thing we were watching about it was like the highlights a little bit, me and my brother, but they were dunking, so it's not like something I would add to my game. Um, and I always said like my idol was my mom, but I never really saw her play. So we played like one on one or two on two, me brother against my parents, and she would like maybe give us some hints, but I always preferred her to be my mom and not my coach. So I was just learning from the coaches I had, and I'm really lucky that I really had good coaches that were playing the same style, like teaching the same style, like I really like it. Just keep it simple and tell me what to do, and I'll do it. And I'm just lucky that they knew how to play. So it's just my game and not like somebody plays like that, so I want to play like that. No, not really.
I like that. I wanted my mom to be my mom and not my coach. That's a good line. I like that. That's
Yeah,
really
I
awesome.
prefer that. I feel like parents should just be parents, and you have coaches, and it would just not be a good idea to put my mom in as my coach or the relationship between us. I don't think that would be great.
That's awesome. So basketball, you've been lucky enough to travel the world playing the game. When you're not playing, what is your favorite place to travel?
It's been a long time since I traveled like to a place of my choice. Um, Before I was doing all the basketball stuff, I feel like Italy was really one of my favorite places or countries to go to. I still have like this bucket list, and my number one is going to Iceland to see the Northern Lights. And then I want to go to Africa, like Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, doing a whole trip there. And then I have Australia, New Zealand, like a combination. So I still want to do a lot of stuff, different stuff. So I don't want to go back to the same place the whole time.
That's awesome. I like that. going to the different countries in Africa. That sounds like it would be a blast.
Yes.
Okay. So
Exactly.
you already touched on it a little bit. What are the differences between playing overseas and in the USA?
So hard to answer. Like, there's definitely like some differences. It's just so hard to say what exactly. Because a lot of American players are overseas too. So I don't know why it's so different. Well, I think in America, like you can win against every team, but you can lose against every team. So the differences between the different teams are very small. Like I would say, for example, in Russia, like the difference between the first team and the last team is very, very big. Like you can win with 60 points or 50-40, I don't know. So the challenge is a little bit less there. But then you have EuroLeague that we also play, and I like that competition really good too. So it's just different style of playing. Maybe it's coaching because it's more European coaches. There's a difference between European kind of basketball and American. So that's probably where it starts, the differences. But to say exactly what I don't know.
Okay, so I think I know the answer to this, but I'm still going to ask it. What is your most memorable experiences in the WNBA?
The finals. Like last year, the whole season actually, because that was like definition of a team, like how you are supposed to play basketball and how to behave and how to act in team, how to be a team. So I'm really hoping that we can do that again this year, and because that feeling was just amazing.
That's awesome. And I know I asked you your favorite team to play against, so now I'm going to follow that up with who is the toughest person or team you guarded in 2019 during that title run?
Well, so in the whole season or
Yes.
the finals?
Whole season.
The whole season. Well, I would say Cambridge is really hard to guard because she's so tall, and we were not the biggest team. So that was a really big challenge. And then next to that, you have JJ, Jonko Jones of Connecticut, who's also tall, very athletic. So that was a little bit our challenge last year for me too. So I will pick those two players.
Obviously, with the pandemic happening, it's tough to stay positive. So how have you stayed positive over the last few months?
It was not hard for me to stay positive. I'm really lucky that I'm able to not worry about stuff. I could just, go home, and we have some space there, which is good. So we don't run in each other's way. Because if we would have to stay inside in a small space every single day, that would not be good for us. So I was just able to work a lot outside. I was painting walls. I was doing some little chores. In the beginning, we said like we were going more to the store where you like buy stuff to fix stuff than the grocery store. Because every single day we found, oh, let's fix that. Oh, let's make that. Oh, let's make something else. Oh, we need some more paint. So we were there almost every day. And for me, it was like fun to have that kind of normal life. It's not normal life. I know, like you have to work in normal life. But I was home. I was with my family. I was doing all this kind of stuff that normal people do throughout their life, house or home. I don't know. We had beautiful weather, so I was outside a lot. I could go ride a bike, and for me, it was not hard to stay positive. And I know that there's a lot of other people that really had a hard time. So I was just trying to tell people like enjoy the little stuff. I was really like enjoying being home because I'm never home. So even here in the bubble, I look at it this way, like I miss going outside, but I'm seeing animals here I will never see in Belgium. I've seen two armadillos. I see huge bugs. I see these lizards where the throat like opens up. I see beautiful birds. So I'm enjoying it. I see palm trees every day. We don't have that in Belgium. So I like it. I really.
That's amazing. That's a great mindset to have. That's a great mindset to have for sure. So I think you probably get this question a lot as well too. So which teammate has helped you improve your game the most?
I had a lot of great teammates. That's a hard one. I'm just going to give you a list because it's impossible to choose one. I had Carol Lawson. I have Tasha Plow. I have Elena Dildon. I played with Diana Taurasi overseas. KT, Chris Sullivan. Even Stephanie Dawson like trying to make me scream and be more vocal on the court. I just have so many players. I learned from every single player, from veterans to rookies. Every one of them gives me something that I can learn from. Just from the most experienced players, I learn the most because they know the game more, and the players that just gave to you like play the game a little bit in the same way. I think like how they read the game. So I'm learning more from them in terms of like what options do you have, how to practice, how to take care of your body, which is important too. So that's what made me a person like the person that I am today and the player that I am today, just playing with all these great players.
That's amazing. So we have seen in the bubble a lot of cooking happening. What is your favorite meal? And then what is your favorite dish to cook?
My favorite meal I don't have to cook is Chipotle. That's never gonna change. And I don't have a favorite meal to cook myself because I just like to cook my Belgian food. Just everything that we make at home, that my mom makes, that my grandma makes. That's it's pretty normal, really. But I like to cook that because you can heat up stuff and all that kind of thing, but that's not cooking to me. You know, you just have to prepare. You start from scratch and then you just make something. I like that. So I actually made a dish 2 days ago. It's like this kind of oven dish with potato, leek, ground meat, and cheese. And Maisha's not gonna admit it, but she really liked it because she took it twice. So she went for a second. So I'm just saying that. She'll probably say something else, but she liked it.
Hey, I believe if she went for seconds, that means she had to like it.
I know, right? Yes. Yes.
So would that be considered a Belgian dish or just something you threw together?
No, that's Belgium, I think. Well, there's leek in America, but I feel like I have not met a lot of Americans that know leek, what it is. So it's something that we grow over there, so we use it a lot. And I feel like all that kind of oven dishes is really food from home. Really.
Nice. Okay. Final question from the fans for you. How did winning the championship and being announced playoff MVP motivate you in the off season?
I didn't really have an off season. So I went to Russia like 10 days after that. But it just gave me this example of a team that I really loved and enjoyed playing for. The moment it was over, I was already looking forward to that team this year. Corona like kind of changed everything, but it showed me what you need in a team to win a championship. What kind of leadership you need, what kind of playing style, what kind of behavior, and how to be professional, how to practice. So all that was perfect last year in my eyes. So I know what I need in my teams or what to bring to my teams in order to give my most to win a championship.
Amazing. That's all the questions we have for you from the fans. Emma, I just want to thank you for joining me and taking time from your bubble life. I know you're preparing for the opener and opening weekend. So good luck with that. And fans, again, another edition of Ask Me Anything, this time with the Washington Mystics, Emma Meesseman, presented by Capital One. I'm Megan McPeak. Thanks for joining us.